My boss fired me for being 7 minutes late. I didn't tell him I owned the company the morning it happened. I was exactly 7 minutes late to work because I'd stopped to help an elderly woman whose grocery bags had split open in the parking lot. When I walked into the office, Marcus Pernt, my department manager of just 3 weeks Perrin, was waiting by the door with a smirk. "That's the third time you've been late this month, Ellie," he announced loudly enough for the entire office to hear my office. Now I followed him, already knowing what was coming. Marcus had been hired from outside and didn't know the company history Perrin or who I really was. "Your performance doesn't justify your lack of punctuality," he said, sliding a termination letter across his desk. "We need team players who respect company time." I glanced at the letter, then back at him. "Can I ask how many people you fired since starting here?" He straightened proudly. "4, and productivity is already up 12%. That's what happens when you cut the dead weight." I nodded, taking the termination letter. "Extra for approach, and who authorized these terminations?" "I don't need authorization. I was hired to make this department profitable," he said, checking his watch. "Security will escort you to clear your desk." As I stood to leave, I paused. "Just curious, Parent, have you met the owner yet? In your 3 weeks here?" He frowned. "The owner lives in Switzerland or something. Some woman who inherited it from her father. She's not involved in day-to-day operations." "That's not entirely accurate," I said, placing my employee badge on his desk and pulling out a different ID card from my wallet. "I am Eleanor Richards. My father founded this company and I've owned it since he died 5 years ago." The color drained from his face as I continued. "I work in different departments every quarter to understand employee experiences firsthand. HR knows this. Your boss knows this. Pretendly no one thought to tell you." His mouth opened and closed like a fish out of water. "The woman you fired last week for excessive bathroom breaks as she's undergoing chemotherapy. The man you fired for socializing too much. He was training new hires part. That's literally his job." I slid his termination letter part, which I'd prepared that morning, Pernt across the desk. "We do need team players here, Marcus, people who understand that humanity comes before punctuality. You have 30 minutes to clear your desk. I'll be escorting you out myself." As we walked through the office, employees who had been pretending not to watch suddenly found their computer screens fascinating. At the door, Marcus finally found his voice. "You can't build a successful company being soft on employees." I smiled. "My father started this company in a garage. I've doubled its value in 5 years. We treat people like humans, not time cards." As security took his badge, I addressed the watching office. "By the way, I'm buying lunch for everyone today, and we're implementing that 4-day workweek proposal next month." The cheers behind me were worth every minute of being late.